It began with a whisper, a rumor carried on the salt-sprayed winds of the Atlantic. Tales of lands beyond the horizon, rich with gold and spice, had captivated European minds for centuries. But the ocean was a vast, terrifying mystery. It was a barrier, a great unknown. For most, the idea of sailing west to reach the east was a fool's dream, a fantasy for mapmakers and madmen. Yet, in the hearts of a few brave souls, a new kind of courage was taking root. It was an age of daring, an age of questioning. The old maps were no longer enough. The world, they suspected, was much bigger than they had ever imagined. In 1492, an Italian mariner named Christopher Columbus, sailing under the Spanish flag, took that daring leap of faith. With 3 small ships, the Niña, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, he set a course into the vast, uncharted blue. His goal was to find a new trade route to Asia. But destiny had a different plan. After weeks at sea, with his crew near mutiny and hope beginning to fade, a lookout spotted land. It was not Asia. The first footprints in the snow were English. Decades after the initial discoveries, the English sought a permanent presence in North America. In 1607, settlers sailed up a river they named the James for their king. They established Jamestown, the first permanent English settlement. Life was brutally difficult. The colonists faced starvation. They faced disease. They faced conflicts with the Powhatan Confederacy. The starving time of 1609-1610 nearly wiped them out. Yet, they endured. They learned to cultivate tobacco. Tobacco became a cash crop that saved the colony and shaped its future. Further north, another group of English settlers sought something different. They sought religious freedom, not gold. The Pilgrims, separatists from the Church of England, sailed on the Mayflower in 1620. They landed at Plymouth, far north of their intended destination. Before coming ashore, they signed the Mayflower Compact aboard the ship. The compact established self-government based on majority rule. It was a small but revolutionary act. It planted seeds of democracy in the rocky soil of New England. The continent became a patchwork of different cultures and ambitions. The English built colonies along the Atlantic coast. The French established a vast, sparsely populated empire. It reached the icy shores of Canada. It followed the Mississippi River. It extended to the Gulf of Mexico. The French were primarily traders, not farmers. They built forts. They built trading posts. They forged alliances with native tribes through the fur trade. They aimed to control the continent's heartland, forming an arc of French influence that hemmed in English settlements. The Spanish held the southern and western regions. From Florida to California, they established missions. They built presidios, military forts,